Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to another Wild Rift video, and in today's video I will teach you guys how to dominate the game with Orianna. I was testing a lot of different builds and I found the absolute perfect Orianna build and the perfect playstyle around this build, guys. So if you want to skip to the gameplay, there are timestamps in the description. So let's talk about the build. And today's game is a banger, by the way. You guys are gonna love today's game. So I tested out a lot. I'm not going to show you everything I tested because I really did test out a lot. I'm only going to show you what worked the best. So this build, where you start with an Archangel Staff. I remember when I showed you guys this build, basically starting with a Tear of Goddess and then going for any other item. But after playing it and trying Archangel Staff first, I really want to say that it's actually definitely worth to start with the Archangel Staff. Though you're only going to be delaying your power spike a little bit. But the thing is, when you have the Archangel Staff, every time you use an ability, you're going to build up 15 mana instead of 7 of the Tear of Goddess. So you're going to be getting that 700 mana really quickly, actually. And then when you have the Seraph's Embrace, you're going to have a lot of bonus ability power because it gives you 1200 bonus max mana. And it grants ability power equal to 3% of your max mana. 3% of 1200 is already 36, and you already have some mana. You have like 800 mana already. So basically, you're going to be getting quite a lot of mana. You know, you're already going to be getting, quite a lot of ability power from this item already. So when it turns into the Seraph's Embrace, you're going to have insane ability haste, infinite mana, like you're going to have infinite mana. You're going to have quite a decent amount of ability power, and you're gonna have Lifeline. And this is what makes this the incredible item on Orianna, because Lifeline is gonna give you that shield when you get low, and you have your third ability for an even bigger shield. You know, you guys getting this? So your survivability is already really good. So after that, make sure you get Ionian Boots of Lucidity, and when you get this item, you can really spam your abilities, especially that second ability when you reach that later game. Then you go for Ludens Echo. You do not build Liandry's early on with Orianna anymore. It's not worth it anymore. Ludens Echo has increased ability haste and increased ability power. They buffed the hell out of this item, so you have to build it as your second item. It deals so much damage when you get it, guys. It's insane. And then as your third item, you go for the Rabadon's Death Cap. This one is just always going to be the perfect item. And then as your fourth item, 90% or 80% of the games you go for the Void Staff. However, if you just want more damage against squishy, you go for the Liandry's. But as I said, generally you want to go for the Void Staff. But yeah, it depends. If they have any magic resist, you go for the Void Staff. If not, you can just go for the Liandry's. And then for your enchantment, you generally want to go for a Stasis Enchant, you know, when the enemy hard dives on you, so just so you can buy time for your team. Stasis Enchant is pretty much what I always go for on Orianna. Okay, about the runes, you go for Conquer. You can also go for Airy. Where is it? Airy? Yeah, Airy. It has good poking in the lane, but Conqueror just provides so much more value in the late game during those team fights. It's insane how much extra damage you'll get from it. And then here it's a bit controversial. Champion Rune. Let me tell you guys. So I never used to run Champion Rune on Orianna. I used to always either go for Gathering Storm or Brutal. Now let me tell you, Gathering Storm becomes very strong in the late game. But the thing is, you already become very strong in the late game. You do not need more damage. Now what the Champion Rune is going to do for you, it allows you to compensate for your early game weakness. You're actually not going to be weak in the early game with Champion Rune. In contrary to that, you're going to be pretty strong. Like, you're going to be pretty strong in the early game. You're going to deal so much damage with your basic attack, your first ability, second ability. So you can actually win your lane with Orianna in the early game with the Champion Rune. And even if you die once, you're still going to have 4% increased damage, which is still quite a lot. So go for the Champion Rune, play a bit more aggressive in the early game, and deal a lot of damage. And for your third rune, it's situational. I really like Bone Plating against you know, certain champions that it's good against, like Zed, like perhaps Yasuo, like Evelynn, Lee Sin, Rengar. You know, these types of champions, you really want to go for the Bone Plating so you can survive against that burst damage. You can also go for Hunter Titan if you're against that Twisted Faith or something in your lane. Adaptive Carapace, nah, I never really go for this one on Orianna. I mean, you could, like, if you go for this one, you're gonna be the strongest in the early game because you're gonna have Champion Rune and Adaptive Carapace. But yeah, as I said, against the burst damage, I just generally really like Bone Plating on Orianna, especially because there's a lot of burst heavy champions in the mid lane. And then for your fourth rune, Sweet Tooth, because Sweet Tooth is broken. You don't need Mana Flow Band, by the way, you already have enough mana. Sweet Tooth is just broken, guys. And then for your spells, Flash and Ignite. don't go for barrier, because as I said, you already have your third ability, and you already have the Archangel or Seraph's Embrace when you finish it off. So Ignite is gonna provide more value. It just gives you that big damage as well. So enough about the build. Let's now get into the gameplay. Alright, on to the gameplay. So you guys are gonna love today's gameplay. You're really gonna love it. And what you're also gonna love is the champions that I'm working on. I'm working on a Katarina video. I'm working on a Jax video. Oh, no, I made a Jax video already. Never mind. I'm working on Aurelion Sol too. I played Aurelion Sol today. I went 0-7, but we won. Yeah, as you guys can hear, I am working on Aurelion Sol, but he needs, I'm pretty sure I need like 50 games on him. He's really hard to play effectively. Also working on a Riven video, you know, I'm working on a lot of very nice champions. So let's talk about Orianna. I'm against a Yasuo, which is actually a really easy matchup. He's really easy because, you know, you can really outpoke him in the lane. All you gotta be careful of his all-in combos and when he dashes through the minions. But basically Orianna, even though she's weak in the early game, her laning phase is definitely not bad. Now, especially when you go for champion, her laning phase becomes quite strong actually, because you're gonna deal a lot of damage. Like as you can see, you can see that I'm not dealing a lot of damage, but you can clearly see the power of bone plating right there. If I did not have bone plating right there, he would have dealt a significant amount of damage to me. But the bone plating reduced so much of the damage. That is why I really like bone plating on Orianna, to kind of compensate for that early game, so you don't get hard bursted in the lane. So as a Orianna, your basic attacks are stronger than you may think. And what I mean with that is you shouldn't just play around your balls. Subscribe to Ignite Wild Rift, guys. Make sure to give the video a like, put down a comment, and yeah, we will see you all in the next video. But okay, let's get back to it. So your basic attacks actually deal a decent amount of damage. They deal bonus ability power per basic attack. That's how Orianna works. That's why her basic attacks are actually worth quite a lot, and you should definitely not ignore them. It's not like Ahri, where the basic attacks really don't do anything, right? Orianna's basic attacks actually do a big amount of damage. And I'm fighting the Yasuo here because he's under my minions. Look at this. I'm fighting him because he's under my minions. He clearly made a big mistake to fight me because he was under my minions. I didn't kill him. Yeah, that was my reaction when I died like that. That was pretty much exactly my reaction when I died in the game. That was my life reaction. That sucked. That just sucked. I mean, I took a really good fight with the Yasuo, and the main reason that I won the fight is because I fought under my minions. This is pretty much a way that you can always win a fight, regardless of how strong your champion is in the early game, because the minions deal a lot of damage in the early game. So taking fights under the turret in the early game is just always going to be powerful. Always going to be good for you. Here I'm baiting him, obviously. Look, I'm losing the fight on purpose, and we get the kill. You know, these are some really good lessons that I have for you guys. What I did right there, I stepped up to the Yasuo. I pretended as if I made a mistake, because you saw that he immediately capitalized on it. He immediately engaged on me, because clearly he's gonna outdamage me. You know, he's gonna kill me in a situation like that. But of course, the Riven was waiting in the bush, and that was the only reason that I engaged on him like that. So when your jungler is waiting in the bush to gank, this Lee Sin, man. It's insane. His ganking is like, this Lee Sin is always at the right spot at the right moment. But let's talk about why I died there afterwards. So first we talk about the baiting that I did on the Riven. That was really good because the Riven was waiting in my bush. So I took the trade and how do I say it? I took a bad trade on purpose. Yes. And this is the thing that I want you guys to learn as well. Sometimes you should take a bad trade on purpose. And what I mean with that, just lose the fight, lose a lot of HP, because your jungler is gonna gank. Like if you know that your jungler is waiting in the bush, take a bad trade on purpose, make the enemy overextend, and then get the kill, guys. These are some big brain things that you can do, but really, they're gonna change your game if you do them correctly. Like right there, I wouldn't have gotten the kill if you didn't do that. Well, let's take a look at this fight first. They're losing the fight because I'm not there. This is not good. I really need to kill this guy. Boom, there it is. Big shutdown. I don't want them to take this dragon. Our jungler is going to be up in 1 second. They're pretty low. Yasuo is low as well. Of course I'm going to kill him. Another kill. I'm ignoring the Lux. I'm just going on the Lee Sin. I honestly just want to waste time. As you can see, I even flashed away. I just want to waste this time. Make sure we kill this guy before he gets the dragon. I even died for it, but he died and we got the dragon. Perfect gameplay. That was so amazing. So now let's talk about, I didn't forget why I died. You know, do you guys remember the second time I died? Because the Lee Sin ganked me. So what happened there was quite simple actually. I overstepped in my lane when we had no vision at all at the left side. So I had no idea where the Lee Sin was. First of all, I had no idea where the Lee Sin was. And secondly, we had no vision at all on the top side. So obviously I had to play safe there. I died like an absolute idiot there. It was completely unnecessary for me to die there. And it was just really, really stupid, honestly. But yeah. Another thing to understand with Orianna is she's a very strong late game champion. So even if you're losing the early game, which we are right now, like my whole team is losing, every lane is losing, my jungle is losing, just everything is losing, I'm still with the mindset that late game Orianna can win games. You know, late game Orianna, oh my god. That was beautiful by the Singed. Absolutely beautiful. That was just really, that was an amazing kill by the Singed, honestly. They can't kill him. They can't kill the Singed. Okay. So the thing with this build as well is it's really strong in the late game. Like in the early game it's weak. I'm not even saying that it's remotely strong in the early game. Before 5 minutes the build is absolutely horrible. You're not gonna deal any damage. You basically just have to go through the game and deal with it. But once you get the Seraph's Embrace, that's where the power spikes start. That's like your first major power spike is the Seraph's Embrace. This is when you'll get a significant amount of ability power, which is around 100 ability power. You know, it depends on how much mana you have. So this is where you actually deal damage. This is where you'll start to deal significant damage. He's going on me. You can see that the lifeline did a good job there. The lifeline saved my ass from the Seraph's Embrace. Oh, I didn't ignite him. Ah, of course the Singed is here. This guy, man. Oh, you can use the second ability on yourself to buff your movement speed and to slow the enemy. Oh my god, I made it out alive. I made it out alive, that's very nice. Okay, so this is another situation where Orianna can be good. Over a wall. Like you can see that they're fighting and I'm just shooting my balls over the wall. I can deal some damage, but like, you know, I'm very low. That's only why this is not a good situation. But if I wasn't low, I could have actually dealt a lot of damage over the wall right there with Orianna. That's another thing that you can do. So it's not the ideal situation to shoot over walls. But the thing is, because it's not ideal because you can't use your basic attacks. But the thing is, you can still deal significant damage over the wall while staying super safe yourself. And those are some positioning tips on Orianna, guys. You really have to position at the back line of the fight. You don't want to get too close. Ah, you see what happened there? I was gonna use I used my third ability on the Riven, and that's another thing that you can do, which I'm gonna explain by the way. So my ball was on the Riven, and she got pushed back to us by the Lee Sin, and that's when I used my ultimate, unfortunately. So it was useless. So let me give you a tip about the ultimate, because the ultimate can be hard to hit when you play Orianna. First thing that you have to understand about the ultimate is when you click it, it has a delay of like 1 second. So it won't immediately proc. So you have to understand that if you want to hit the ultimate on an enemy, you kind of have to predict where they're gonna walk. So if the enemy is running away, you have to place your ball a little behind them and then use your ultimate. Not exactly on top of them, because when you put it exactly on top of them and then use your ultimate, they're already gonna be halfway out of it. So they're gonna be able to easily escape and you're gonna miss your ultimate. So you really want to be placing your ultimate where you think the enemy is going to move, or you can first slow the enemy with your second ability and then use your ultimate. Those are all ways to make it easier to hit your ultimate. Oh, that was a terrible ultimate. That was a terrible ultimate. But still, my positioning is good here. And even though I completely missed my ultimate, I'm just dealing a decent amount of damage in this team fight. I just really want you guys to look at my positioning here. I'm being very careful. I killed the Singed. I went too far there to the Lee Sin, but it's still fine. But yeah, the Lux killed me. But you have to see that you have to be very careful with your positioning on Orianna, because it's very easy to get caught out and die. Even though you have all the barriers and things like that, it's just still, you know, you're very vulnerable to things like that. Yeah, they got the dragon. My whole team is honestly bad, but it's okay. It's fine. I'm Orianna. I can carry the late game. That's the thing. That's the good thing about Orianna. It doesn't matter how bad your team is. When you reach full build in the late game, you will deal more damage than any other champion in the game. Like legit, you will completely outdamage anyone, except a Ziggs maybe. Like a Ziggs could win against Orianna, but in the very late game, you outdamage everyone. You deal so much damage, it's insane. By the way, guys, oh, the giveaway ends tomorrow. No, it ends today. Oh my god. The giveaway ends today. I'm gonna have to give away the skins tomorrow. Yeah, so put down a comment under this video and some other videos to increase your chance. And on Instagram. Now check out my Instagram link in the description. Yeah. Damn. Yeah, the giveaway. I'm gonna have to give away 15 skins again. Yeah, okay. So yeah, the giveaway ends tomorrow. Huh. I'm gonna have to think of a nice giveaway for next month as well. I don't want to do the same. I want to do something different. Okay, let's take a look at this. So my positioning is perfect. Are you guys seeing how much damage I already dealt? Boom! Perfect ultimate. Oh my god. Sweet baby, that was so good. Oh. Okay, so here we go for the Baron. We killed their jungler. We killed the Yasuo. Let's take a look at what happens. They have a singed. You can never do a Baron like that if the enemy has a singed, guys. That's a lesson from me right there. Because he slowed all of us, he dealt so much damage, and we just lost the fight. And the majority of the damage came from the singed. We can't do anything. Especially if we're behind like us right now. I'm trying to do something here, but still. Oh, I actually killed the Lux, that was beautiful. I'm looking for the singed here, because I can easily kill him. I have a flash to run away from him. I have my ultimate ready as well. So I can just easily kill the singed if I get close to him. Unfortunately, I don't have any wards right now. Yeah, I hit him, but yeah, I can't really do that much against him anymore. He's running away, so yeah. It's okay. I just gotta get my Rabadon's Death Cap, because the Rabadon's Death Cap is where you enter late game Orianna. That's where the game completely changes. Like right now I'm dealing good damage because I have 2 items, but it really starts to become insane when you get the Rabadon's Death Cap. From there on, it's like exponential growth, the damage that you're gonna do. It's completely exponential, and it's absolutely absurd how much damage you're gonna do. It's just like only one time using your second ability on a squishy enemy is gonna do like half of their HP. Half of their HP. It's incredible how much damage it is. It's just, and you guys will see it in this late game. Like, I'm not saying whether or not we're gonna win or lose. It's just gonna be incredible damage. And what was I gonna say? Oh, the third ability. Oh yeah, about using your ultimate with the third ability. You can actually use your, so you know you can use your ultimate with your ball, but you can also do it with your third ability, your shield. So you can put a shield on one of your allies, and then you can proc your ultimate on your ally, and your ally can move while your ultimate is proccing. So how it can work is, for example, if a Lee Sin goes in, while he's dashing in, you can use your ultimate on him, and then it's gonna immediately explode when it's on the enemy. These are also some crazy things that you can do on Orianna. You know, use your ultimate with the third ability. Of course, you're taking a risk, because if your ally doesn't go in, you're gonna waste your ultimate. But if you're synergizing pretty well with your ally, or if you're like in a voice call with your ally, you can perfectly do this. Use your ultimate with them. So you can throw it on them, they engage, and you use your ultimate, and you're gonna have massive CC on the enemy. Okay, it's important that we save our inhibitor turrets though. We have such a strong late game composition. Look at my damage. Boom! Get wrecked, man. Get wrecked. They're taking the bot lane tower though. No one is taking care of that, unfortunately. This is not looking too good for us, but it's still fine. Like, I have Orianna, we have a Vayne, we have a Riven, we have such a strong late game composition. All we have to do is just maintain some of our inhibited turrets and we should be easily fine. Yeah, they got the dragon. I knew that they got the dragon, but we couldn't really do anything against it. It sucks that I did not get that kill, but it's fine. I'm trying to go to him, but unfortunately I couldn't make it. Yeah, I cannot do much here. I'm just dead. Lee Sin that catches me like that just kills me. That sucks, man. That sucks. Yeah, well, the team is not the best in this game, but we can still win. We have such a strong late game comp. You should never give up, really. You should never give up. You can always win a game if you have a composition like this. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying the video, make sure you give it a like. It really helps the channel, blah, blah, blah. Just, you know, if you want to support, just give it a like. And yeah, I want to mention my Patreon again, because there's actually quite a lot of people subscribed to my Patreon right now. I'm giving a lot of coaching lessons through my Patreon, and I can see that it's helping a lot, because I see significant improvement in gameplay on people that I've coached right now, and I'm honestly really happy to do it. It's something that I really love doing. So if you want coaching and you have some money to spare, of course, then, you know, check out my Patreon. Even if you don't want some coaching, I offer some other stuff too. You know, like, you can support me for as little as €5 per month. Yeah, and also for more money to. And if you actually donate a lot, you can request a certain video every month. Like, you can tell me I want a Singed video and I'll make a Singed video. You can tell me I want a Katarina video, I'll make a Katarina video. But enough about that. Let's look at this fight. Pretty bad ultimate, but it's fine. I can do a lot of damage in this fight. I have max stacks on my Conqueror and Liandry's. I just need to... Oh, my team is just dying too fast. Can I defend this? I'm Orianna. I should be able to defend this, even if it's 1 versus 5. Orianna is so good at defending. It's gonna be hard. I'm just clearing the minions right there. Boom. Stupid wind wall. I got the kill, yes! I just need to get some kills here and defend this stupid tower. I don't want them to get this tower. Oh, nice. If we lose this mid lane inhib, they're gonna have so much pressure on our base. This is just so bad because I'm the only one that's super fed in this game. As you can see, I'm level 15. This Vayne is level 13. I'm just really trying my very best to keep us in this game. I have so many items as well. It's insane. We can still win. We can definitely still win. Even if the enemy gets Elder Dragon, we can probably still win. As long as we just defend our base and fight well. That's the thing. We need to defend this base now, because if we lose more turrets, it's gonna put so much pressure on us. We kinda have to look for a fight here. We just need to kill them and push out the waves, get the Baron, because with the Baron we can actually get out of our base and get some turrets. We need to get some inhibitors back. I should be careful here. As an Orianna, you should never frontline like I did right there. That was kind of a mistake already, because like maybe Lux would have flashed and used her first ability and caught me and killed me. So that was definitely a mistake to engage like that. To be in the front line like that, sorry. The next fight could be ours. Oh, I can get a Void Staff. At this moment, when you're full build with Orianna, that's like, you know, your damage is gonna be unparalleled. No one is gonna do more damage than you, really. No one, like, I'm encouraging my team here, telling them to protect me. Oh, the Lee Sin gets the turret. My ultimate was perfect. We just killed their jungler. Now we need to take action. Now we need to do something. But the thing is, my team is so weak. They're all so weak. They're level 13. Okay, let's see. Oh, I'm just shooting at their backline, but my team is dying so fast. They're using stasis enchants. Look at my damage, but all the stupid stasis enchants. Oh, my damage though. Look at this. Ah, the singed. Oh, that was a blind one. It was so good, man. Did you see that? Oh, you guys can see what Orianna can do in the late game. I'm just completely solo carrying these fights. I got all those 4 kills for my team basically. Damn. Yeah, I need to go back and protect our base. Oh, I need to go to the top lane turret here. That's the priority. Like, obviously I need to attack these minions, but then I need to go to the top lane turret, because if we lose that turret, the game is over. The game is literally over if we lose this. Yeah, there is no comebacking from this, unfortunately. Like, when you lose 3 turrets, as much as I'd love to give words of encouragement to you guys, there is really no coming back from this. Unless you ace the enemy and take Baron, that's the only way that you can come back from that. Even the Elder Dragon is not gonna make you come back. Only acing the enemy and taking Baron. That's the only way that you can come back from this. So that was my mindset right now. The only way that we can win this game is if we ace them and take the Baron. Only Baron, not even the Elder Dragon, the Baron. We have to take Baron. Yeah, I'm just desperate right now. Honestly, I'm desperate here. I don't, like, there's really not much that I can do. Even one of my allies died. The Singed is just going on me. Yeah, all 3 are here. I'm doing a lot of damage though. Yeah, I really can't do anything else there. I got slowed by the Singed, and you know, unfortunately we lost the game. But I still want to upload it because it was a really good game, and of course, you know, I lose as well, so I want to show you guys losses too. And yeah, that was just a lost game, honestly. I tried my best. I did a lot of damage. Like, you guys will see in the late game, or you guys will see now how much damage I did, because it's incredible how much damage I did. And it's almost a 30-minute video too. Very nice. Love seeing that. Let's take a look. How much damage? 44,000 damage. I did the most damage by far in the entire game. Like, also way more than the enemies. But okay. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, regardless of it being a loss. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next HellsDevil video. Bye bye.